Even another round of applause for the Congolese students. I think you can see that in Africa, it's very difficult for you to survive if you are a weak person. Even dancing needs energy, so you better work hard and have some energy. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as we resume the second phase, I would like to just make a few introductions, beginning with Hajat Chamazma Wasajawarava, seated behind you on your left. We welcome her. There are some senior lawyers, Mr. Chancellor, sir, who work with this university. We have Counsel Ocheng Evans from Ocheng and Company Advocates. Please stand for recognition. Yes, Counsel Ocheng is there. Counsel Obed Mwebesa from Mwebesa and Company Advocates. Counsel Julius Tulinawi. Okay. May I now invite the chairperson of the University Council to make his statement, and he will introduce to us the members of the council, the members of the Kampala International University Council. After him, we'll have the commencement speaker, and the graduation ceremony will commence, or the award of certificates and diplomas and degrees will commence. Please receive the chairperson of the council as he comes to speak, the Honorable Michael Maranga Mawanda. Honorable.
Thank you, Honorable Abbas. Protocol has been observed by my previous speakers. May I, at this juncture, take the opportunity to invite my fellow council members to stand up for recognition. Then thereafter, council members, you are most welcome, and thank you very much for a job well done. You can have a seat. Vice Chancellor, may I, on behalf of the University Council, thank all of you for coming to our 32nd graduation ceremony. This is yet another great moment when we gather to celebrate the success of our dear graduates. I congratulate all of you and celebrate you. You have made us proud, and that is why we have come in large numbers from all corners of the country to share in your joy. Allow me, Vice Chancellor, to express, my sincere appreciation to our Chairman, Board of Trustees, Al-Hajj Dr. Hassan Wasajawarava, for his exemplary leadership, oversight, and strategic guidance. Your vision and direction continue to inspire us to reach greater heights. I thank you, my fellow University Council members, for your steadfast commitment and practice advice to the different university organs. I thank the Vice Chancellor, Professor Ngoma Muhammad, for promoting good governance in this university. To the management and staff, I want to thank all of you for the work you have done to keep this university running smoothly. We are happy with your commitment and courage to the realization of the mandate of the university. It is as a result of your passion that we have managed to guide our graduates on a path that will enable them to succeed in their life. I would like to express my gratitude to parents, guardians, sponsors, partners, whose assistance has greatly aided in the graduates to complete their studies. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the University Council has put in place a very rich blend of highly qualified, experienced, and motivated staff in both academia and administration. As earlier alluded to by the Vice Chancellor, the university is completing a fifth-floor library at Western Campus and is looking forward to completing the state-of-the-art University Gate at the main campus, among many more improved and strengthened systems in the university. As a council, Mr. Chancellor, sir, we continue to promote and encourage research and innovation which are essential in this 21st century and have favored KIU's position as the second best university in Uganda. As a university, we take pride in having produced and continuing to nurture highly skilled and competent professionals ready to contribute to the workforce in this country. I urge today's graduates to put their knowledge and skills to meaningful use, making it a positive difference in their world. As I conclude, last but not least, Mr. Chancellor, sir, I wish to give assurance that the University Council will remain fully committed to enhancing the university's reputation as a place where the scholars focus on research, teaching, and mentoring of students who will contribute to the growth and development of humanity. Finally, Mr. Chancellor, sir, and our dear graduates, I bring you greetings from the chairman of the Patriotic League of Uganda, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who extends his heartfelt congratulations to all of you and wishes you well in your next endeavors. And he calls upon you to remain healthy and patriotic. He says, health is life. That in the near future, you organize a physical engagement with you to ensure that he brings you into the next journey you are going to take. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I also heard my voice, my previous speakers, that we are in the election cycle. The peace we are enjoying at this moment was ushered in by the National Resistance Movement. I also call upon you to vote for our flag bearer, His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and other flag bearers, not forgetting me in particular. I am a flag bearer for Igara East constituency, Bushenyi district. I wish you all the best and have a nice celebration. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Michael Mawanda, for that statement as a chairperson of the University Council. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite the next speaker, the commencement speaker, Dr. Muhumuza, the Executive Director for Uganda Uganda Manufacturers Association. Commencement speakers are always invited selectively because our expectation is that they have a special word and a guidance to the graduates. So if you have not clapped for the others who have come, this is the right time. He represents the employers, and you are here exiting the gates of the university to join the world of employment. So let's welcome our commencement speaker and give him time to talk to us. You're welcome, Doctor.
The Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, the Dons present, and the Council, the parents, the graduates, the learners and well-wishers today, I take the opportunity to come and represent the employers. The relationship between employers and the employees is like the relationship we call marriage. When time comes, and a certain girl is well prepared, a group of people who escort the groom appear and present themselves. Today, I represent a group. I wish, Mr. Vice Chancellor, that next time you allow me to come with the employers themselves, so that we have a tent and we are earmarked to be part of the celebrants of the event. Because every time you graduate people, we take the honor because we are the receiving end. So today I am very happy that you are giving us all these brains. Now, I would want to start by deconstructing two things. Number one, to the graduates out there, there is a mentality that now you have finished the university, so what? You are going to suffer. I want to deconstruct that. Don't fear the world out there. Do know and do recognize your presence. In this world, when you are born, the world has purpose. But it's you who paints the meaning that you want, or how you interpret that world, and you say, now this is what I would take out of this world. You can never take it away. You cannot. So, that is what I wanted to deconstruct as number one. So parents, don't put pressure on these people and then they start to lose it before we start. Let's give them comfort, we will welcome them, we are prepared to take them up. I happen to be one of the economists in the country that sits on the planning platforms of the country. This country is growing so fast. We will grow jobs for you. We will grow jobs for your sons and daughters because we are just taking off. So don't fear anywhere. Myth number two, you are now coming into the world, and it again, I see most of the parents at this side. Parents, let's graduate from the mindset that we should not produce kids because of what it is now. Please don't be mimicked. Stop laziness, produce Ugandans. I happen to be those who have taken time to study the effect of population on growth. No one should deceive you. This business of have one child, two children, the countries that have done that, they have suffered with it. They are now beggars. They say, please help us, give us people who can work for us. Don't end up in this world because someone sat down with a mindset and said, how do I reduce these Africans? And then he said, family planning. And then we also adopted that family planning means taking of pills. I hate that. So people, family planning does not mean taking of pills or producing few children. For us, I happen to be on this side of the academia. We want to say everything with evidence. I usually challenge people like this. You mean in your village, people who are the richest are those with few children. And therefore those who are poorest are those with so many children. If you go to YouTube right now, there are universities in Western Europe, in Europe, are running adverts. They are looking for kids to teach. Universities are now becoming stores because they did not want to produce. Now, this university, which is 25 or 30, you said 32 years, now we have just created it, we have stopped producing children, and then in the next 50 years, this university will close. Then what an effort. Why? Because we did not have far-fetched lenses. So that is the second thing I want to deconstruct. I represent industries. Right now we have 800 8,950 industries in this country. In the next 30 years, we will be boosting of over 100 industries because we have laid the strategy. Who are the people going to work in these industries? Who will eat the money that these industries will produce? So, I want to deconstruct that. Those are the two things I would want to put at that. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I was invited to speak about how we can create and bridge a gap between the training institutions, and I'm very happy most of the dons are here, between training institutions and the work or the employment press, which in our simple economics we call try to match the demand side with the supply side of the human resource. These people face a challenge, or what we see as a challenge, is because these two ends are not speaking. So I would want to give two perspectives of how the two sides can speak. Number one is that when you train people, at what time do you start to interact with the employer? The common interaction is this kind of interaction. We have graduation, we have released. Now we are trying to say, let's have a relationship right from year one. When these university students are admitted, let us get to know. We earmark the facilitators on the institutional side and facilitators on the work side. Each of the lecturer who is handling a course, he is handling it with a coordinator of the facilitators. So that each course, if we can give it 5 facilitators from the work environment, and this main facilitator in the university, his job is to simply coordinate. It means by the time they finish the first year, they have understood what is required the other side, and in the second year they are basically engaging with the workplace. Now this business of sending these people after certain years, say, you go for industrial placement, and it is the learner to look for where to go himself. I think we need to little bit change. Now, point number 2, when these learners come to the industries, come to workplace for internship, then so what? The 2 months you normally give them has ended. So what? We are saying, when they come back to school or to the institution, let them form tutorship groups, which you, when you are learning, when you are studying, Mr. Vice Chancellor and Vice Chancellor, you used to do tutorials. Where are tutorials? And we are saying, when 5 or 10 come into one tutorial group and they share that experience, let that experience, because they normally write their reports, where do these reports end? Let us aggregate this information in their report, which they can supplement by presenting in tutorials, and we constitute a body of knowledge that they themselves have gathered. We go to the step 3. Let's publish this work. I have seen this university have got a Giraffe magazine. What is published there? We say that for us to say that a course is fully covered, it must have evidence of placement. There is evidence of the knowledge gathered from the placement. There is evidence that this information is published at the university level, so that others can also start from there. Then we have heard that it's now a criteria that for you to be apt in teaching, you need to have published. But publish what? Publish your knowledge in international journals. But why, if you call that international knowledge, how do we publish domestic knowledge? If someone has moved to an industry next, he has done work, can't we create domestic publication at institutional level where the other facilitators at workplace I spoke of are co-authoring with the so-called facilitator? This lecturer you call lecturer, I would want us to now graduate him into a knowledge coordinator, and we publish in our book. So that now when I look through it, I can quickly tell when someone went to Chilembe mines, what challenges did he find? What solutions did they use to overcome? So that these people, by the time they get out, they really understand. We demystify this fear that workplace is very difficult. Sadly, on the side of what we can do, most of the universities, because we have a history of originating from public institution space, we have a problem of lack of liaisons and information sharing. You'll find that when it comes to outreach, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to liaisoning with the employment world, universities and tertiary institutions, we need to up our game. And we need to establish these departments, facilitate them, and they become the public relations. If government, with the full apparatus, when it comes to elections, is when they spend a lot, what are they trying to say? Really, a president who has been here for the 40 years, for instance, is still campaigning. But for you, an institution, you are still out there because you are purely behaving in an institutional manner. We want to develop that side. I want to be in office as a coordinator of manufacturers, and every day, someone is knocking on my desk and say, any preparations for the people we are training? I don't know. So we need to be proactive and market and brand and engage for the purposes of creating an environment, even a lobby, for creating an environment that will accommodate these people, not a matter of ushering them out. For us at Uganda Manufacturers Association, we have started a pavilion, and I am very happy to say that the two universities we have begun with, or we are planning to intensify with on managing this transition, we are looking at Chambogo University to represent public universities, and KIU to represent the private universities. We are starting a scheme to engage and entice people when they are still at young age to understand and appreciate the value of industrialization. Because I can see most of our people here, they are in sciences, but wherever you start and end, industrialization is core for economic growth, and because industrialization is big in terms of impact, all these other sectors, the health sector, education sector, agriculture, they all depend on the growth of industrialization. So we have started a scheme. I am very happy, Mr. Chancellor said to say we have full support of your Vice Chancellor, Professor Ngoma. He's part of the thinking to ensure that we bring this to the high level. He has been with us. So, Professor Ngoma, sir, thank you, and please continue to guide us in that direction. Graduates, When you leave this place, you will be employed in 4 arenas so far. There are 4 areas where you can go and get employment. One is public sector. You finish here, you'll go to a government hospital, you'll go to any other public institution of government. The second is the private sector, existing private sector where you'll go and get a job. The third is you creating a job, which is we call joining the entrepreneurial world. Then 4, which is the emerging one, is now externalization of labor. You go and you, what we call nkuba cheo, or whatever the level. Now, why I am bringing this kind of nomenclature, or the categories, is for the people who have been speaking here have been telling you the skills or what you need to do in terms of values in a generic way. We have done a study at Uganda Manufacturers Association with World Bank to try to see what are the set or skill sets that you need for each of these that are priority. You may need for all of them the same, but when you go down into the detail, there are skills that you need that are specific. And I don't want to take a lot of time. I'm going to highlight 2 for each of the categories, so that where you are and you know what you want to think, make sure those skill sets never get out of your mind. If you are going to go for government job, the values you need most is structuredness. Government, public institutions are structured in nature, and you are not about to stop that. So, for those people who are naturally structured, position yourself and look for that job. 2, government, public institutions need patience. For those of you who can pick Luganda, don't bring your ambition to public institution. You will lose it. Those are 2. Get them right. Public, structuredness, and patience. If you want to go for the international job, because you don't know and you can't predict how the job will look like in England, how it will look like in Saudi Arabia, but take 2 values. One is endurance. There is no external job that is clean, that is smart, that is enjoyable. No. You only need to be endureful. Endure. And the value number 2, you must be of precision. In terms of targeting, don't go to these jobs and say, I have gone, I will never come back. You are lying. Go work at international job, external job, with the full mind that you have to come back home. So go with targets. I need to do this and get this and run back home. Because their retirement system does not accommodate for you. 2, as I'm finishing, Mr. MC, for the private sector, for those who are coming to private sector, the first value you need is flexibility. When you go to private institutions or organizations, you are most likely going to be the human resource, you are going to be the accountant, you are going to be everything. Don't say, "Nze na so much no." When you go to private sector, the entrepreneur here told us he's exporting coffee, he's exporting this, he has a university. So all, you must be multi-skilled. So be flexible. 2, be creative, which personally I call streetism. You must be having this skill of a survivor on the street, that you know you are the source of solution for everything to your boss. Don't say, there's so much, No. If the man is looking for a brand name for a certain company, He's looking for this, you are there. And that's how you will be able to work with an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is not rigid. If you are going to start a job for yourself, 2 skills are very important. One is called grit. For those who have your phones there, put that word, grit. It's G-R-I-T. It will tell you what it means. It means be relentless, be further focused, and have a big picture. Then the other skill you need, you must have financial discipline. The other groups, you can afford maybe to bring financial discipline somewhere, but if you are going to start your own thing, financial discipline is very important. Now, lastly, I am going to, since most of the people here belong to the group that is a little bit young, and I know you like to be spoken to through music, I have a dedication for you. Whenever you are going to do an interview, I'm giving you the logic now, an interview, listen to that song and go for the interview. It's a philosophical song by Vanessa Williams. Vanessa Williams was traveling on a train with a professor seated with her. Then the professor started writing things. This professor used to write things on his train while going to the university. So when he left, these papers of the professor fell down. Vanessa Williams picked them, went and recorded a song. It's called Colors of the Wind. Now, that song will help you understand the world. Don't be rigid in the world. Don't get a job and call it a job. Don't go to the to workplace and you think you know much. Don't find people and you think these are fools. It will help you appreciate the world and the social skills that you need. With that, I want to say thank you very much and for God and my country. Mr. Professor Ngoma, thank you very much for being my professor, and therefore you can
Harriet, Nantali Masi, Nantege Lydia, Nanyombi Juliet, Nimwesiga John Bosco, Nwamanya Nicholas, Ogwang Brian, Okoa Justin, Sentong Bashir, Sozi Arthur, Tumine Katongole, Twinamasko Pius, and Wampamba Joel. Bachelor of Business Computing, Nunaba Ediga, Namahoro Elizabeth, Namubiru Flavia and Saeed Habib. Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Abdikarin Muse, Batunji Rona, Bawemkira Peter, Chabazire Elizabeth, Nabiraro Maxentia, Senyonjo Rogers, and Tashovia Sharon. Bachelor of International Business Administration, Biamukama Dewis, Udela Austin Ufechukulu. Bachelor of Economics and Applied Statistics, Abdullahi Salad and Ahumuza Caroline. Bachelor of Human Resource Management, Akakwasa Orin, Akuma Jamal, and Wanaho Dixon, Asimwe Amlin, Ayebazibwe Helen, Bareche Martha, Ejang Dilish, Kangume Evas, Kashemerere Agatha, Kentaro Caroline, Kibande Julius, Magembe Regina, Munywa Nisa Nixon, Nabami Rachel, Nabiye Jessica, Nahabwe Denik, Namono Marion, Nazil Muhammad, Ndobe Alon, Nsamba Mahad, Nyamkazi Gloria, Nyangoma Elizabeth, Ocheng Michael, Onenkan Brian, Swaib Gerard Adan, Taibira George, TB Fred, and Tumusime Anita. Chancellor, sir.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been read the respective bachelor degrees of Kampala International University.
May I request students of the graduates of the following diploma programs to stand up and remain standing until the award of their respective diplomas. Diploma in Human Resource Management, Diploma in Tourism and Hotel Management, Diploma in Supplies and Procurement, and Diploma in Business Administration. Chancellor, sir.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I award all those persons whose programs have been read the respective diplomas of Kampala International University.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chancellor, sir. Allow me invite the Dean School of Pharmacy to come and present the graduates for the respective awards. Thank you.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present to you graduates from the School of Pharmacy, Bachelor of Pharmacy, to step forward for the award of their bachelors.
Can you please step forward when you get to hear your name? Abigaba Asaf Aguera, Achiro Brenda, Ahab Abrahamukama Arnold, Ahumuza Nelson, Ainemba Bazi Ayebade, Ainom Shazef, Akelo Judith, Amanya Joseph. Please step forward as soon as we hear your name. Ampereza Christine, Amutuhaire Rita, Anyaro Esther, Arapa Daniel, Arisinga Thiola Rita, Ahuro Egem, Asima Christine, Ayebazibwe Abat, Balemesa N. Kevin, Baluku Ronald, Bamulumba Jovier, Bareka Asaf, Batumbia Penina, Baziba Esther, Benevolent Benjamin, Batunji Denise Veronica, Bwambale Joad, Chekwemoy Merab, Dungu Abel, Elima Francis, Gaboy Jesse Charles, Guminkiriza Christopher, Hamia Akim, Isinde Abze Alan, James Dengbol Nyor, Kantinti Rebecca Nampima, Kantono Kevin Christine, Kataratambi Alan, Katende Philbert, Katsabe Hamida, Kibet Isaac Ambassador, Chirabo Rebecca, Chiembe Emmanuel, Chomgisha Sarah, Lufafa Godwin Safatia, Luzira Shafiq Harold, Mahira Prudence, Masa Moses, Mpano Christine Majimbiri, Mugasho Davis, Mugisha Mariat, Musasizi William, Mutabazi Mezaya, Mutevi Huda, Mwanguzi Gideon, Mwanga Abdul, Mwesigwa Francis, Mwejuche Grace, Mwimwa Enos, Mwinganyiza Ahumuza, Mutabazi Lynette Esther, Nabunya Sandra, Naguja Babirie, Nakazi Zahara, Nakaziwe Proskovia, Nachintu Lovisa, Nalubanga Sawia, Nambiro Mustafa, Nampera Desire, Namgera Sharifa, Namuli Margaret, Nangobi Irene Peace, Nangobi Nusra, Nankabira Ramla, Nansubuga Christine, Nasiwa Immaculate, and Nasiwa Immaculate, Natumanya Eunice, Nisima Claire, Njoroge Farouk, Nkumbi Frank, Nyago Musa, Nzombindo Jessica, Okwil Alan, Omoding Alexander McKay, Rukose Levan, Sally David Chigundu, Semaganda Huda, Sempanja Aaron, Senkungu Vian, Tibiko Masheila, Twebaze Ziwa Moses, Waicha Fred, Watmon Oscar Bongomin, and Were Job.
Chancellor, sir.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been read the respective bachelor degrees of Kampala International University.
May I request the graduates please take your oath.
This is the oath of the pharmacist. As a pharmacist, I vow to serve humanity and support my profession's ideals and commitments. I shall be guided in all dimensions of my life by the highest standards of human conduct. I shall apply the full measure of my knowledge and abilities to supporting the health and well-being of all those I serve. I shall always place the needs of all those I serve above my personal interests and considerations. I shall treat all those I serve equally, fairly, and with respect, regardless of their gender, race, ethnicity, religion, culture, and political beliefs. I shall protect the confidentiality of personal and health information entrusted to me. I shall maintain my personal knowledge and competence throughout my career. I shall support the advancement of knowledge and standards of practice in pharmacy. I shall nurture the preparation of future members of my profession. I shall use all opportunities to develop collaborative practice with all healthcare professionals in my environment. In taking this solemn oath, I honor those who have supported my development as a pharmacist and commit myself to never act in a manner that is contrary to these vows.
Congratulations. Chancellor, sir, may I request graduates of the Diploma in Pharmacy to step forward for the award of their diploma. Chancellor, sir. Chancellor, sir.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I award all those persons whose programs have been read the respective diplomas of Kampala International University.
Graduates, please take your oath.
I, Tumhaire Herbert, swear to fulfill to the best of my ability and judgment my duties and responsibilities as an allied health professional. I respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply, for the benefit of the sick, all measures which are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. I remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy, and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say, I know not, nor I will fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for patient recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me, that the world may know. Most especially must I treat with care in matters of life and death. If it is given me to save a life, all thanks, but it may also be within my power to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play with God's creation. I remember that I do not treat a fever child, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I'm to care adequately for the sick. I'll prevent disease whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I remember that I remain a member of society with special obligation to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body as well as the mental ill ones. If I do not violate this, may I enjoy life and art, respected while I live and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You've not taken the oath? Eh? Okay, congratulations to you. The next graduates, you need to take an oath. So we appeal to you to come forward here. You'll be read from here, so that you don't have to wait for you to come, then you take the oath, then you come here. Those from the School of Nursing Sciences. Meanwhile, even those in the School of Allied Health Sciences, those who take an oath, you also get ready so that we can move very fast. Now, Mr. Chancellor, sir, already here is the deans from the School of Nursing Sciences to present the graduates from that school.
Chancellor Sir, I have the honor to present to you graduates from the School of Nursing. Bachelors of Nursing Science, I would like you to step forward once you hear your name read.
Ajambo Pauline, Atire Rosemary, Bedijo Samuel, Butali Titus, Kavagare Aisha, Katai Benjamin, Panju Victor, Mukose Daniel, Najinda Nazifa, Namyalo Janet, Natoro Zulfat, Okelo Trinity, Oli Patrick George, and Opolot Samuel.
Chancellor Sir,
by virtue of the powers vested in me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been read the respective bachelor degrees of Kampala International University.
Graduates, raise the right hand and say the solemnly pledge. Do you, as a holder of Bachelors of Nursing Science of Kampala International University, solemnly pledge before God and presence of this assembly that you will